Sometimes, the most dangerous people are the ones who don't look dangerous at all. A warm smile, a charming voice, a friendly conversation, but behind it all, a mind colder and darker than anyone could imagine. Today, we discuss the chilling story of Edmund Kemper, the man who turned his inner rage into a horrifying legacy. Stay with us, because this story will challenge everything you think you know about human nature. Edmund Emil Kemper III was born on December 18, 1948, in Burbank, California. To outsiders, he was just another child, but inside the Kemper home, darkness was growing. His mother, Clarnell Strandberg, ruled the household with cruelty and scorn, planting seeds of hatred and resentment in her son's young heart. As a boy, Edmund showed terrifying signs, decapitating his sister's dolls, fantasizing about murder, and even burying a pet cat alive. He wasn't just a troubled kid, he was a volcano waiting to erupt. At 15, Kemper committed his first double homicide, shooting his own grandparents. When questioned why, he coldly replied, "I wanted to see what it felt like." Rather than jail, he was sent to a psychiatric hospital where he charmed doctors into believing he was rehabilitated. By 21, he was free, but he wasn't cured. He was perfected. The co-ed killer was about to be born. It was the early 1970s, a time of freedom, rebellion, and trust. Hitchhiking was a way of life, but in Santa Cruz, California, a predator was lurking among the young and hopeful. May 7, 1972, Marianne Pesci and Anita Lucchesa, bright college students, accepted a ride from a tall, polite man. But once inside his car, Edmund Kemper drove them into isolation. Handcuffs, panic, fear. He first strangled Anita while Marianne watched, helpless. Then he turned his rage on Marianne, ending her life too. He later dismembered their bodies, keeping parts for his private, horrifying rituals. To this day, the full remains of Anita Lucchesa have never been found. September 14, 1972, 15-year-old Aiko Ku, full of dreams and youth, missed her bus and decided to hitchhike. She entered Kemper's vehicle and never returned. Through chilling manipulation, he convinced her to unlock the door after accidentally locking himself out. Minutes later, her life was brutally ended. Her talent, her future, stolen forever by a monster in human skin. Panic gripped the community. Young women stopped hitchhiking. Whispers of a killer filled the air. Yet Edmund Kemper walked among them, unnoticed, even befriending police officers at a local bar called the Jury Room, laughing and sharing drinks, while bodies piled up. January 7, 1973, Cindy Shaw, 18 years old, was abducted and murdered by Kemper. He later confessed to dismembering her body at his mother's house, burying her remains just outside his mother's bedroom window. When asked why he chose that spot, Kemper smirked and said, "Because she always wanted people to look up to her." It wasn't just murder, it was revenge, played out piece by piece. February 5, 1973, Rosalind Thorpe and Alice Liu were the next victims. Kemper picked them up, killed them swiftly with a gunshot, and once again returned to the house he shared with the very person he hated most, his mother. Santa Cruz had never seen evil moving so quietly, or so efficiently. April 20th, 1973. For Edmund Kemper, it all led to this moment. He bludgeoned his mother while she slept, decapitated her, and mutilated her remains in a grotesque attempt to silence her forever. Not satisfied, he lured his mother's best friend, Sarah Hallett, into the house and killed her too. It was no longer about control. It was a final act of vengeance, exploding after years of festering hatred. Days later, feeling empty and lost, Kemper drove aimlessly until he stopped in Pueblo, Colorado. From a small payphone, he called the Santa Cruz police, confessing to every horrific crime. At first, they thought it was a prank, but when they checked the house, they found the truth was even worse than his words. In November 1973, Edmund Kemper was found guilty of 8 counts of first-degree murder. He asked for the death penalty, but was sentenced instead to life imprisonment without parole. Today, he remains imprisoned at the California Medical Facility, spending his days reading, recording audiobooks for the blind, and giving chilling interviews. An unsettling reminder that monsters can sometimes wear the most human masks. Edmund Kemper's story isn't just about murder. It's about missed warnings, broken trust, and the terrifying truth that evil can hide behind the warmest smile. Thank you for staying with us through this deep dive. If you want more gripping true crime stories, hit that subscribe button, because sometimes understanding the darkness is the only way to see the light.